Hello and welcome to another 10-minute circuit. Today is all about pull. So pulling muscles are usually those biceps and back muscles. So we have another 9 exercises just like our other 10-minute workouts, and we're going to do 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off, getting ready for the next exercise and resting. Again, some of the moves are harder than others, so if you can only get good form out of 30 seconds, that's just fine. Take your rest where you need it. We're going to start with our lighter set of dumbbells, 5s, 8s, 10s, and then you want another set of heavy or one heavier weight. Personally, I have a 25-pound kettlebell. Just use what you got. So we're going to get started with our bent over rear fly. Then we go to a standing exercise. So we kind of go one hinge and one upright. So you can find those weights first. We're going to start with our bent over reverse fly. To set up in our hinge, exhale, draw that core in, push the hips back. With your first set, we're going to go here in 3 seconds. I want you a little bend in your elbows and fly those arms out. Take a nice and slow exhale, draw those shoulder blades together. Think back of your shoulders, upper back. If you ever feel hinged positions, too much in your low back, squeeze those glutes a little bit more, push the hips back, and exhale, draw the core back in. Try not to shrug the shoulder blades up into the neck, pull them down. Almost there. And rest, come up to standing. So for our bicep curls, to make things a little more interesting, what I'm gonna have us do is try to balance one foot for half of it, balance the other foot for half of it. So I'm just gonna start balancing on my left foot, normal bicep curl, so palms facing out, tiptoe with that right toe if you want, and normal bicep curl. So if you want, maybe try to pick that toe off. What you're doing is just making your core and hips stabilize you as you're using those biceps, kind of moving you around. One way that our body likes to kind of coordinate make it easier for ourselves, switch legs if you have it, is pull our elbows back and keep our weights close to our body. We don't want to let ourselves cheat, so make sure our elbows stay close to our body, not our weights. We're almost there. Good, rest there. Okay, so we have another bent over. We're gonna do our angled back reverse fly. So that's just slightly different. Rather than going straight out, we go back a little bit. So again, in our hinge forward position, draw that core in first. Hips go back, squeeze those glutes, re-engage the core, and back fly straight back. We do get a little back of the arms, like triceps as well. Think shoulder blades coming together. Back of your shoulder blades helping this action happen as well. We don't want to overarch either, so I don't want you to be too arched and pinching. Let's find that neutral spine and make our upper back do the work. Three, 2, and 1. Good, we're up for another bicep curl. This time hammer curl, so weights are parallel to each other. We're gonna do another balance. So again, starting with the left foot being our balancer, right tiptoes, and weights parallel to each other. Keep those elbows into your side, not your weights into your side. And go ahead. Little bend in that standing legs helps you balance. Switch legs. Try not to swing the weights. Be controlled up and down. Three, 2, and 1. One more back and forth between the bent forward and the bicep curls. So this time we have our wide row, and generally kind of feels like the back fly, same thing as a back fly, but a little bit different. We bend at the elbows. Then we have W bicep curls. So again, finding that hinge, and this time we bring elbows. Now that our back is a little fatigued, it's nicer to keep these weights a little closer to our body. Elbows out to the side. Just get a little help from your biceps here during your row, during the shoulder blade upper back work. Last one. Good, rest there. Last bicep curls, balancing. We're gonna go W bicep curls. So what that is, it's just a little extra rotation with our arms. So I don't want you to be too like pushed out with your chest, but just a little rotation out. So we create a W with our arms, almost looks like a W during the up part. Again, balance on that left foot. If you feel any extra pinching or pressure in the shoulders, it might mean we're going a little too rotated out for our own good. So maybe come back a little bit more center. Switch legs. Three, two, and one. Okay, set those weights down, and you get to find your heavy weight. So this first one, I'm gonna call it your belly pull. So it's more like a really narrow row where you pull the kettlebell right up into your belly. Elbows are tucked into your sides. So for me, it's a little heavier than those 16 pounds right there. So nice good hinge again, holding the kettlebell or holding that single weight and pull it right close to the belly, shoulders, blades pulled down and back. Almost there. And we have 5. Good, rest. Keep that kettlebell. What we're gonna do is our bicep curl with this heavier weight. Again, a little bit more narrow because we're gonna hold that kettlebell the same. We got 40 seconds of this, and that might feel a lot for these fatigued muscles. So do what you can. Okay, core pulled in, shoulders pulled back, and bicep. Don't need to worry about balancing. Let's just worry about good form with this heavy weight. A lot of times with heavier stuff, our shoulders want to creep forward. Set those shoulder blades and curl. Halfway already. And rest. Okay, our finisher. With that heavy weight, we're gonna try single arm row, 20 seconds each side. So that might mean only 8 reps, that might mean only 6 reps, whatever you got in you. So you have a nice wide stance, so kind of like a lunge, but I want you to set that back foot down at an angle. And then you can grab that weight. I like to either put the elbow on the knee, support the spine, or the hand on the knee, up to you. And we're gonna go the 20 seconds, ready, set, and go. With that heavy weight, maybe your goal with the stability of that arm, stability of that core, get 5. Or keep going the whole 20 seconds, we're almost there. 3, 2, and 1. Give yourself time to switch positions. Same thing, kind of like a lunge, but rotate that foot down, elbow supports. Ready, set, 20 seconds. 4, drown in. Exhale as you pull up. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Set that heavy weight down. Set that off to the side. And you can clearly go through that circuit, those 9 exercises all over again. Or if you're ready for a little stretch, you can join me here on the mat. I want you to go into child's pose first. First, it might just feel good to stretch out the side body. So we're going to take both hands over towards the left. If you lift the hips a little bit, almost like you're trying to imagine from your right fingertips to your right hip or sit bone, you are making a letter C, backward C. Big breath in, stretches all those little rib muscles in between the ribs, and walk your hands other side. So now you're making that C shape with the left hand all the way to the left hip. Wonderful, come on up. Sit first in your cross-legged position. We're gonna take it into a little twist. Let's go right hand, left knee, and other way. And then back to center. Leave that left hand on the ground, support the spine as you reach up and over. Reach high to the sky, feeling all those side back muscles. And over the other side, right hand up and over. Last one, we're going to add a little bit of a twist. So extend that left leg out, first twist, and then reach to that outside of the leg. You might feel this in your left hamstring as well, and that is fine. Think about rounding the back, chin to chest. And switch sides, extend that right leg, first twist, and left hand towards that right ankle. You can come on up, and we have one last one that you might get a little bicep sensation in. So I want you to take both hands out to the side and just kind of circle the wrists and maybe push a little bit behind. You kind of stop in that stop sign position. Lift the chest, maybe fingertips back. Awesome job. Thank you guys so much for coming. Hope you enjoyed. And keep your eye out for some more 10-minute circuits.